So this is my second overall update regarding my second channel, and I decided that I'm going to make updates for this every few days or so, or if something significant happens. I think it's important, and I can offer a unique perspective with documenting my journey throughout this process. And upfront, my goal very specifically with this second channel is to take all of the knowledge that I learned from the journey of through monetization of my first channel, and it took me about a year and a half to of all-in effort to get to monetization on the first channel, and then I want to distill all of that knowledge. And then my goal is like kind of like a 30-day challenge at the moment. That's kind of the goal that I've set for myself. Can I monetize or get close at least to monetization of this channel within 30 days. And so I'm at kind of like day 2 of this challenge right now. And then so essentially I have now decided to, and I have picked out a niche that I want my channel to operate within and under. So the niche that my second channel will be focusing on moving forward will be a mixture of postmodern philosophy and mathematics. And up front, I come at this. So a lot of my background and I'm very heavy in IT, right? 20 plus years of IT. But aside from that, a lot of my career, I've spent a little bit of my career, very small amounts, directly in an IT department. It's more like sales and marketing enablement, director roles, consulting, etc. And then, or for like consulting with or for big marketing agencies, for example, so I have a lot of experience that I like kind of sweep under the rug when it comes to like marketing and these types of things. I've worked for some very big marketing agencies in technical roles, but it's none of that doesn't rub off. Right. And then so I do admit that. And then also my background within this, like my heavy background is data science. So I'm applying a lot of marketing and data science to this. And then so that's why I'm distilling it into these videos, right? And that's why I decided to make these videos and document this journey, admitting that up front that I am coming about this probably from an angle that the average person isn't going to be able to hit. It's just my experience, right? And then so but you can possibly, if I distill it here for you, I have no problems giving you my secrets, because my secret is essentially it boils down to just massive amounts of work within this, right? And then so very straightforward. So I've had this second channel here for about a year now. And then you can see up until this experimentation, it was dead, right? Zero, I just zeros all like, 0, 1, 2. And then we see here, boom, just, within a couple of days, right? Massive spike, and then a little bit of dip and then spike. And then now I'm on track. I'm up. And plus 999% across the board on all my metrics, right? And then so I've kind of I've figured it out. I took some time. I dialed it. What's going on here? What can I do? And so how I did that very upfront. Let me document this for you. Is I produced videos like mad. Like that's there's no way around that, right? Content and in this instance I'm talking like 10 plus videos per day if you can, I had trouble hitting that in some instances, but that's literally what you're doing, right? Is I need enough content, and I need enough content across the board in order to build up a data set for both myself and for the algorithm, right? Like I'm trying to understand how the algorithm works. Algorithm's trying to understand me. We're trying to get to know each other and then figure out what's going on in this crazy world here. And then so we go and at this point, me and the algorithm, we've got each other kind of figured out, right? And then so from a data science perspective, very specifically at this point, where do I go and how do I pick on that crazy niche of postmodern philosophy plus mathematics, right? Very simplistically, I look at my metrics here of these videos that I put out, and I put out videos I shotgunned it across the board, right? Anything that I can think of, and different categories, different types of videos like AI debates, comedy, postmodern philosophy, mathematics, science, technology, etc. Right? Let's history. Let's shotgun it and see what happens. And then my top videos out of all of that are number one, my recent videos are number one, a video on Gilles Deleuze, number two, a video on Michel Foucault, and number three, a video on Paul de Man. So my two top videos are on postmodern philosophers, and then my third is like a mixture of postmodern philosophy plus mathematics. Interesting, right? And then let's take a look here at my top videos during the last 28 days total out of all of the videos that I've put out. So Maliva Merrick, which is Einstein's first wife, Henry Poincaré, mathematician, Bernard Riemann, mathematician, Sophie Germain, mathematician slash technology, Gilles Deleuze, philosopher, Heisenberg, mathematician, Fermat, mathematician, Fourier, mathematician. So what we can see is that very simplistically, I just look at the patterns and the trends here, right? And then with these mathematicians, I look at some of them, and there's a blend and a carryover, like Heisenberg specifically, Riemann specifically, like a lot of, and Poincaré, it's kind of impossible to be a mathematician and not be a philosopher, right? And then so I noticed that correlation, and that's the string across this data set that sticks out to me, is that these are postmodern philosophers very specifically focused and hyper focused around logic and mathematics specifically, and then so that's essentially where I get my channel, right? It makes it very simple for me where to focus on, where to all of a sudden do this cannon fire, because I have it all planned out for me from here, right? I went into this same way that you would, right? I don't know what to make a second channel out of, and then so that's why I shotgunned it. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna pick everything that interests me, anything that interests me and everything that interests me. I'm gonna start posting videos about it, things that I think will be uniqueness, right? And then that's why I'm posting videos about Gilles Deleuze, Michel Foucault. I'm putting extreme effort into shotgunning niches, right? So I do want to pinpoint that, and then let's look at, so at this point I'm starting to dial more kind of the content into these niches, right? So the universe is messier than expected, Paul de Man, the blindness of language and the rhetoric of reading. Paul, let me go to this is not sorted by recent. So my most recent videos, here we go. Foucault's pendulum and the power of mathematical proofs. Lyotard was right, the end of mathematical meta-narratives. The algorithm that broke the universe and why that's okay. Can math be deconstructed? Derrida versus the number line. So I'm getting very, very heavy into postmodernism within this, and postmodernism and mathematics, right? Exactly my niche. And then you can see these numbers, these videos that I'm just mentioning are from today. And then for this second channel, they're very good numbers compared to the historical metrics of these numbers. I narrowed on this niche specifically, right? Okay, this is what people are focusing on here. Here's the niche. If this niche weren't it, or if this niche started decreasing, I would just create a third channel on something else, or I would divert this channel to something else. To me, it's just chasing the metrics, right? And that's kind of what I'm doing in this instance, and showcasing within in this instance. I'm just following the data. I needed to know all of the steps. I needed to do all of the steps. I needed to put in all of the work in order to follow the data and to accumulate and get the data for me to move forward from here. But then, so now I have direction, and I know how to do that again, is the bottom line within that, right? If someone comes in and they take my moat within this, I just do it, I know how to fish, right? And then, so it's, that's the bottom line I want to take away from these particular series of videos, and why I'm making these particular videos, and I'm documenting this overall, right? It's interesting to me, I'm highlighting it, that it's 2025, and one of the easiest streams of income to get a hold of from just a universal standpoint happens to be YouTube and creative content. It's interesting to me overall, creative content isn't going to go away, and entertainment isn't going to go away, and there's a reason why there's massive amounts of money in entertainment, and why there's conglomeration of money in entertainment, and it's the oldest industry and the most monopolized at this point, but the one that's not going away. And then so anywhere where I can get a piece of it, that's what I'm doing within this. And then so if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.